Todd Atlas with Sound Pure with Peter Janis of Radial, here to talk about these 500 series modules that are extremely well priced. Finally putting 500 series modules at a price point that really makes sense, whether you're a professional studio or a project studio, and actually some really inventive modules, some first appearances for 500 series modules. With the chassis that they've just released, there's a lot of buzz and a lot of excitement surrounding these things. We're excited to get them in, and really happy to have Peter here to walk us through the line. So, Peter.
Hey, how you doing? Well, I agree. I think what happens is that a lot of people have been, spending a lot of money on some modules, and it's not that they're not worth it, but primarily smaller manufacturers that are building these things, and they're not able to manufacture at a level that can really cut some cost. And what we've done is, because we do a lot of boxes, you've seen the Radial JDIs. We build small boxes, we build lots of them. So for us to move into this module, this kind of a thing, was really easy for us, because that's what we do. We build small boxes. So what we've got here is a range of new boxes, and I'm going to tell you about some of them today. First one here is a mic pre. And what we wanted in building a mic pre is we wanted to have something that was, let's call it more, not just a simple natural sounding mic pre, but we wanted to give some personality to it, because we did a little market research. So instead of just having a single, kind of like a single function mic pre, we've actually got 3 sets of voicing on it. So depending on how we hit the transformer on the inside, the mic pre reacts differently. So you've got breath, and then you've got more of a meaty type sound at the bottom. So in other words, if you're going to record a snare or an acoustic guitar or a male voice or a female voice, you might want a slightly different sounding mic pre. So the power pre is designed to open up all those doors and still be reasonably priced. So instead of spending $1,000 on a mic pre like you normally would of this quality, well, we're going to market this at $500 retail. So we anticipate it'll do very, very well in the marketplace. So very simple, plug your mic in, phantom power, away you go. Great meter on it. Plugs right into the 500 series type modules, basically designed to work with the Workhorse 5000. For instruments, for acoustic instruments, we have the JDV. This is kind of cool because, as you probably know, Radial hired 2 of the Rupert Neve design engineers. They came over to our team recently, and they were amazed at this box because Neve had been trying to do what the JDV does for 15 years. This is a feed-forward design. In other words, there's no feedback loop in this box. Very, very cool, because you don't get any kind of phase cancellation. So if you want a really good DI box for acoustic instruments, this is a really good box to have. So simple, in, out, and then this is a low-cut filter that's variable to get rid of resonance. So nice, simple box, Class A, sounds amazing, great for instruments. For electric guitar, we've got, of course, the JDX. So that's our DI boxes for electric guitar. You could sit this or position this, if you wish, between the head and the cabinet. So that way you can get the sound of the amp and the back electromagnetic impulse from the speaker cabinet. It's called a reactive load. So this is the old JDX reactor in a 500 series module. We've added a couple more features to this box. 300 watt capability, plus we've made it so that it can work on bass guitar, and if you want, you can plug an electric guitar straight into it and take advantage of the cabinet emulation that we built in. To try to compensate for some of the less desirable effects of lower end preamplifiers, we have a function called fizz. And what this means is basically it gets rid of some of that third order harmonic distortion that's not so pleasing to the ear. So it's designed to make your guitar sound a little cooler. That's what the JDX is all about. Now you might be familiar with the X-Amp, which is our reamping box. Well, we've built a reamping box now for 500 modules, and it has 2 separate outputs. So you've got 2 different guitar outputs to run 2 different amps, transformer isolated, so no buzz, no hum, 180-degree polarity reverse, which means that your 2 amps will play in phase. So that's what the X-Amp is all about. If you've been following the ads, you've probably seen the phaser. This is a phase adjustment tool. This is crack cocaine for engineers. I mean, you start using a phaser, you're in trouble. I'm telling you right now, it's way too much fun. You put 2 mics on a snare, 2 mics on a kick drum, 2 mics on an acoustic guitar, or 2 mics in a room. The phaser will phase align the 2 mics, and it just get big fat sound. I mean, it's just a lot of fun, and that's what music should be. It should be fun. So phase adjustment, and then you have a filter on it. So just a nice simple box, and again, try to keep price down. These are fairly affordable. This guy here, for example, $300, $350, and the mic pre is $500. Those are retail prices. For even crazier fun, you might want to put a fuzz pedal on your kick drum. You might want to put a fuzz on a voice. Well, we make a little box that lets you use all your pedals with your professional gear, and it's called the Ecstasy, and that's exactly what it does. So you've got to send and receive, so send and receive to your pedals, come back in here, and there's your mix control, so you can get wet and dry mix. Real simple box, a lot of fun. $300 retail. You got to have one. It's as simple as that. You're going to use all your pedals. You got to have one. And what else we got here? And we have the Comet. Now, you guys probably knew that when Kevin Bergen left Rupert Neve, he started his own company called Bergen McDaniel. They made the Comet compressor. Well, we bought the company, hired Kevin on, and so we basically ported it over to a radial format, added some extra shielding, really cool VU meter, and old school, new school combination. So you've got a ceiling limiter that's old school. You've got a drive level here so you can crunch it real hard to make it sound cool. And then you've got the new school VCA type compression in between with slow, medium, and fast compression. It really gives it all to you really fast, really easy to use, very intuitive. You don't have to take a recording school to learn how to use this compressor. It's real simple. So, and you're looking, instead of $800, which they used to sell for, it's now brought down to $500. So more affordable, no changes at all, just a little bit better, that's all. So there you have it. Peter Janis on behalf of Sound Pure here at AES 2009, New York.